Hello guys, what's up? It's Lafayette.da1, the only one. Just chilling. First of all, I'd like to give a shout out to all my fans, all the supporters, all the believers out there, the believers in the dream. I cherish you and I salute you guys a trillion times. Because at this point, like I'm convinced that we'll be able to see this thing through to the very end, because the support and the love has been immense, and I thank you guys so much. There's a lot in the works, a lot is cooking, we have plans, a lot of good music in the works. Later on in the year we'll be releasing a compilation, but in the meantime we're just doing the singles, just to keep the listeners engaged. I won't lie that it's easy. It's not easy. It's difficult, but with God's able hands, we've been able to do things that even us, we never imagined that we could ever achieve such, but all the glory be to God. So I want to tell you guys a story, not a story per se, but just something, when I was still in high school, in high school is the time frame on an individual's life when a lot of discovery, personal discovery, self-discovery happens, And when I was in high school, I used to have this crazy notion that, I come from an African family, and it is, the proverbial maliza shule kwanza ndo, And so I was when I finished my secondary education, it wouldn't even take me even a month, to be in the airwaves. I was so convinced. I had so much belief in my skill and my craft, to the point whereby I was the moment I just step out of high school, everybody will be talking about Lafayette. But it's been a journey full of discovery and learning. I've learned a lot, and right now, more than ever, I'm focused, and I really there's something that I really want to achieve with all this. There's an end goal, and I believe that with your support and the love that you guys have been showing me, I'll be able to achieve it, I'm very humbled and honored to have fans from, everywhere. I see people commenting from Poland, from West Africa, Zimbabwe, Morocco, It's very humbling that, their craft is now able to, reach people that I wouldn't on a regular day, I wouldn't even, I wouldn't imagine it, It's a very humbling experience, and I thank the Almighty for the Father He has brought us. And even though the road gets rough, it's very tough out here. Let me not lie to you. So many ups and downs, but daily, on a day-to-day, the Lord has always shown His hand, For instance, my whole life, if I could summarize my whole life in one or two words, I just say divine providence, because it has been divine providence all through, that thing that they call mkono wa Bwana. I've seen it time and time again in my life, and I do not take it for granted, because I also understand that to whom much is given, much is expected. And I'm someone who considers myself to be highly favored by the Almighty, He's blessed me with a skill, just the the know-how in this art form of ours called music, and I'm very grateful for that. And so at this point, it's just up to me to make it happen, you know. It's up to me to ensure that I see this thing through to the very end, you know. I have to, because if not, then what's the point, you know? I feel blessed daily. I feel blessed. God has been able to put like so many amazing individuals in my path, in my journey. And I know if we pull together as a family, you know, as a people, then there's nothing that can defeat us. There's no achievement that is too big for us to get, you know. And to all the artists out there, first of all, I appreciate you and I salute you, because without you guys, then this art form of ours would be dead, you know. It's the artists who propagate this thing. This thing called music is alive because of people like me and you know, the artists, the people who are involved in the coming up of these artworks in one way or the other. So salute you guys, and let's just keep pushing. My biggest ambition is to be able to see, like, you know, Kenyan music, the Kenyan sound being appreciated on a global, you know, a global standpoint, you know. So let's just keep pushing and let's collaborate, man. There's this, you know, there's this thing in the industry where, well, I don't know if it's a thing in the industry, but I've just, from my own observation, collaborations need to occur more. I think as artists, we need to, you know, we need to try and explore, you know, because there is only, you can only do so much as an individual. But if we can, like, we can pull together, because from my point of view, I look at this thing like, this is how I look at this thing. It's like this is me right here, right? I might not have, like, you know, I might be fair on this side, but then I'm rough on this side, you know. And then this is the other party, be it an individual or any other, like, you know. So my view is usually like, when you collaborate with people, what happens is this, you know, in words, like my weaknesses, like the other party will be able to hide my weaknesses and accentuate my strengths, as I also do the same to the other party. You get me? That's why I'm usually very big on collaborations, and going forward you're going to see a lot of that. Collaborations, I like just to see, I like to see people's approach, you know, people's how people like lay down their ideas and